Good day, everybody. Bernard King and my grade on Face Football on back, everybody. How you guys doing on this Super Saturday? This is your daily NFL news blitz. I will get back on college news and things of that nature next week. But first and first, in the NFL, of course, day two was yesterday, rounds 2 and 3, and a lot of some trades and some controversial things, i.e. from day one, that the media's talking about happened. So, first thing first, without further ado, the Cowboys and the 49ers. The Cowboys acquired D. Winters from the 49ers, with the Cowboys drafting Caleb Downs and also drafting edge rusher Malachi Lawrence. And the Cowboys relatively picked up another defensive personnel individual in the draft requiring D. Winters from the 49ers. So the Cowboys relatively trying to build up their defense and, address a lot of things on the defensive side of the ball. Now, moving on to some other trade information, trade things. The Vikings and the Eagles made a trade. The Minnesota Vikings will be sending Jonathan Greenard to the Eagles with Jonathan Greenard and this year's 7th round draft pick. Now, the Eagles in turn will be giving the Vikings 2 third-round picks. They gave them 2 third-round picks. The 98th overall pick, which they did last night, and also another 3rd-round pick in 2027. And there's was relatively announced last night, and this is a trade that went down last night. Things of that nature. Now, speaking of which, the Falcons drafted Evian Terrell, the brother of AJ Terrell. This is crazy. They're both from Atlanta. They both went to Clemson, and they both played for the Falcons. That's crazy. I don't think this ever happened before. I mean, just look over the jaw and things of that nature. So pretty much, Avion Terrell, pretty much being on the opposite side of AJ Terrell, for the Falcons and things of that nature. And also the Falcons drafted, picked up a good some help in Zachariah Branch, needing help in that receiving core that the Falcons have now. Also, the Steelers drafted Jeremy Bernard. Pretty much to give Aaron Rodgers some help and things of that nature, or to add depth to that. excuse me, Steelers receiving room and things of that nature. Jeremy Bernard, and also drafted Drew Allard because Aaron Rodgers. You know how Aaron Rodgers work. Hey, either I'm gonna play, or I'm not gonna play. So they pretty much drafted Drew Allard from Penn State. Things of that nature. Now, speaking of quarterbacks being drafted, Carson Beck. The Cardinals wind up drafting Carson Beck. I don't know about that. We'll see how that fails. Carson Beck, interception king in college, things of that nature. That's crazy. But anyway, that's all. That's the news I have for you guys today. That's all I can give you because this video is short. Live stream coming up on Sunday, 8 p.m. See you guys soon. Holla. Peace out.